The procrastination monster under the bed. One step at a time. Hugo was 11 years old and had a very common habit, one he didn't even know had a name. Every day after school, he would sit at his desk, take out his homework, and then suddenly feel the need to organize his pencil case, or dust his shelf, or clean his chair. Anything really, except start his homework. His favorite phrase, "I'll do it tomorrow." He also had a strange ritual. He'd sharpen all his pencils to perfection, wipe down the desk, arrange his books in size order, and then somehow it would be bedtime. His parents reminded him again and again, "Hugo, don't wait until the last minute. Hugo, did you finish your math?" And he would reply, "I know, I'll do it soon." But somehow tomorrow kept getting farther away. Sometimes, as he climbed into bed, a wave of guilt washed over him. "Why didn't I just do it?" he'd whisper to himself. He would feel a little ache in his chest, knowing he let himself down again. He wasn't lazy, he knew he cared, but something kept stopping him. One night, after another day of unfinished homework and frustrated parents, Hugo went to bed with a sigh. Just as he was about to drift off, he heard a soft click. A beam of light swept across his room. Hugo opened his eyes. Floating in the air was a glowing flashlight. Not just any flashlight. This one had eyes, a mouth, and a cheerful glowing grin.
Good evening, Hugo. I'm Sparks. I'm here to help you see something you've been ignoring.
"What do you mean?" Hugo asked, sitting up. Sparks floated down and shined its warm golden light under the bed. Hugo leaned over the edge and squinted. There, in the shadow, was something. It wasn't clear what it was. Its shape shimmered and shifted, like fog in the dark.
That's your procrastination monster. It starts small and it doesn't look very scary. But don't be fooled. This monster is a master of disguise. It can shapeshift into other activities, feelings, and voices in your head. And the more you ignore it, the more space it takes up. If you don't handle it while it's still small, it grows bigger, heavier, and harder to control.
Hugo frowned. "I know what you are about to say. I'm being a bit lazy recently." Sparks buzzed gently and shook his light.
That's a common mix-up. But no, Hugo, you're not lazy. Let me show you the difference. Here's how you know it's procrastination. Procrastination is often about avoidance. You might actually care a lot, but you're trying to avoid a hard feeling. Maybe it's fear of failure or boredom or not knowing how to start. Like when your brain whispers, "Let's clean the desk first." It's trying to protect you. Procrastination happens even when you're motivated. You might want to finish your project. You might even imagine the good grade. But you still don't start because there's something uncomfortable about beginning. That's not laziness. It's hesitation dressed as busyness. It's usually a cycle. You put things off, feel guilty, then avoid it more. Laziness usually doesn't come with guilt, but procrastination does, because deep down, you want to do the right thing. See, Hugo? If you were lazy, you wouldn't feel bad. But you do. That means you care. You just need help untangling the trap.
Sparks swirled his beam and showed Hugo 7 shapes the monster could take.
The just one more trap. What it sounds like? Just one more video, then I'll start. Let me finish this game first. What happens? You keep adding one more thing and never actually start. Productive procrastination. What it looks like. You clean your desk, organize your books, or rewrite your to-do list. Everything except the real task. Why it tricks you. It feels like you're working, but you're avoiding the actual hard part. The perfectionist delay. What it sounds like? I don't want to start until I know I can do it perfectly. I need more time to make it just right. Why it happens? You're afraid of doing a bad job, so you don't start at all. The overwhelm freeze. What it feels like. You look at a big assignment and your brain goes blank. You feel heavy and stuck. Why it happens. The task seems too big, so your brain shuts down to avoid stress. The plenty of time illusion. What it sounds like. I've got lots of time, no rush. It's not due until next week. Then suddenly, it's the night before and panic kicks in. The excuse maker. What it sounds like. I work better under pressure. I'm just not in the mood right now. Truth? It's just another way to delay starting. The I deserve a break excuse. What it sounds like. I've had a hard day, I'll rest first. Then, rest turns into the rest of the day.
Hugo looked worried. But I'm still a kid. Maybe the monster will disappear after I grow up. Sparks dimmed a little.
That's what many hope. But here's the truth. A lot of grown-ups still procrastinate. If you don't work on the habit now, the monster under the bed gets bigger. And here's what happens when it does. 1. Increased stress and anxiety. Tasks pile up. You rush last minute. Your heart races. And the monster feels like it's sitting on your chest. 2. A cycle of guilt. You keep saying tomorrow, but tomorrow becomes never. You feel bad every day, which makes it even harder to start. 3. Lower quality work. You don't give yourself enough time. Your rushed work isn't your best, and that can hurt your confidence. 4th, missed opportunities. A cool contest, a school trip, a special project. Sometimes you're too late to sign up or prepare, and the chance passes you by.
Hugo leaned forward. So what am I supposed to do with it? I don't want it to grow bigger. I want it to go away. How do I tame this thing? Sparks glowed warmly.
Good question. This monster doesn't go away on its own, but it can be tamed. You just need to know how to start. Like any wild creature, it needs 3 things: attention, boundaries, and gentle action.
He lit up 3 glowing words in the air.
1. Name it. The first step is to notice it. Give your procrastination monster a name and recognize when it shows up. Is it whispering, "Just 5 more minutes"? Is it hiding behind your urge to clean your desk instead of starting math? Once you name it, you see it, and once you see it, you have power. 2. Break it down. This monster feeds on big, scary tasks. It freezes you by making things feel huge. So instead, break the task into smaller steps, little bites it can't chew on. Instead of, do the science report, start with, Open the doc. Write the title. Jot 3 ideas. Each tiny action weakens the monster. 3. Make a tiny move. Once you've broken it down, make one small move. Just one. Often, starting is the hardest part. But once you begin, the monster shrinks fast. Even setting a 5-minute timer helps. Just say, "I'll work on it for 5 minutes." Most of the time, your brain keeps going after that. These 3 steps are just the beginning, Hugo. A starting plan. There are many tricks to learn along the way, but this is how you begin to tame it.
Sparks swirled his light. Hugo nodded. Okay, I'm ready to learn more.
Now let me show you the 7 forms your procrastination monster can take and how to tame each one. Every form has a weak spot. Taming the just one more trap. Monster's trick. It lures you in with distractions. Just one more episode. Just one more level. It keeps you entertained and away from the real task. Weakness. It can't handle clear limits. Tame it with a countdown. One more, then I stop. Set a timer before the one more starts. Say the task out loud. After this video, I'll start math. It makes the plan real. Taming productive procrastination. Monster's trick. It hides behind helpful activities. Cleaning, organizing, even rewriting lists. It feels productive, but it's a disguise. Weakness. It can't survive specific focus. Tame it with ask, am I doing the real task or avoiding it with a fake task? Write one real task on a sticky note. Don't do anything else until that's done. Use a focus first rule. One real step, then tidy time if needed. Taming the perfectionist delay. Monster's trick. It tells you not to begin until you can do it perfectly. It convinces you that a perfect start is more important than any start. Weakness. It fears messy beginnings. Tame it with, say, done is better than perfect. Give yourself a rough draft pass, permission to start messy and improve later. Set a good enough goal to start with, not an ideal one. Taming the overwhelm freeze. Monster's trick. It overwhelms you with the whole mountain at once, so you feel frozen before you even begin. Weakness. It shrinks when you take tiny steps. Tame it with, break the task into pieces. Don't say do project. Say open file, write title. Use checkboxes for microtasks. Every check weakens the monster. Ask, what's the very next thing I can do right now? Taming the plenty of time illusion. Monster's trick. It lies. You've got lots of time. It makes you feel relaxed now and panicked later. Weakness. It hates early action. Tame it with, use a fake deadline. Tell yourself it's due 2 days earlier. Do the 10-minute jumpstart. Begin just the start of the task today. Visualize future you the night before it's due. Do something today to help that version of you. Taming the excuse maker. Monster's trick. It speaks with confidence. I work better under pressure. I'm just not in the mood. It gives clever reasons to delay. Weakness. It's exposed by truth. Tame it with. Challenge the excuse. Is that really true? Track how well the pressure plan works. Usually, it leads to stress, not magic. Replace excuses with tiny starts. Maybe I don't feel like it, but I'll do 5 minutes anyway. Taming the I deserve a break monster. Monster's trick. It tells you that you deserve to rest, snack, scroll, or nap before the work is done. Weakness. It gives in to earned rewards. Tame it with. Use the work then treat rule. Do one real task, then take a break. Make rewards small, sweet, and satisfying, but only after a task is done. Say, yes, I can rest, but first, one tiny win.
Sparks looked at Hugo with a smile.
You see, each monster has a weak spot, and the more you practice, the faster you'll spot them. Eventually, they stop scaring you. They become small again.
Hugo looked under the bed again. The monster seemed smaller now. Still there, still shape-shifting, but no longer in control. Sparks hovered closer.
You just need to take one small step, and then another. The monster may whisper, but now you know how to shine your light.
Hugo smiled. I think I'll start my homework now. Just the first sentence. The end.